Made it to Friday, and for many of us, this was supposed to be a day off and a long weekend, but I realized earlier today this is maybe the most anticlimactic day off I've ever had because of recent events. But I hope you'll take some time this weekend to just put everything else aside and relax and breathe and enjoy some time with family if you haven't been doing that already. I have three boys. My youngest is 13. He's getting ready to go into high school. He's a pretty talented athlete, and he has very high aspirations. He wants to play football at the college level and even wants to have a shot to play beyond that. So he's devoted himself to developing the skills and the body and the fitness to do that. And during this time that we've been off in quarantine, he and I have been spending a couple hours a day working out. That means lifting weights and running routes and doing agilities, things I haven't done in a long time. And it's been a lot of fun for sure. But watching him just focused on this goal has been really neat. So I told him earlier this week, I said, hey, Caden, I just want you to know, man, I'm really proud of you for having a goal and really going after it. And he stopped and he looked at me and he goes, well, Dad, I have something that you didn't have. Now, if you know my family, I felt like I was being set up, that I was going to ask him, well, what is it that you have that I didn't have? And I was going to get an answer like, well, Dad, I have talent, or Dad, I have ability. Instead, when I asked him, what is it that you have that I didn't have? His answer floored me. He said, well, I have you. I have a dad who supports and encourages me. I have a dad who's involved with me. On the outside, I just said, thank you. On the inside, there were these voices battling going, I'm not crying, you're crying. Because it moved me immensely. In my life, I've made some big sacrifices and some tough decisions in order to give my children an involved father in a life that I didn't have really growing up. I wanted to leave them a new legacy. Today we're going to talk about legacy. It's the fourth and final of the four quadrants that we at Archetype focus on when we work with our clients. If you remember, our mission is that we want to help families to thrive across generations by matching their wealth with their purpose. And we've talked about strategies and investments and the family quadrants already. But today we're going to look at this one called legacy. How are you making a mark on the world? How are you leaving something behind? And there are many ways that we can go about leaving legacy. My son mentioned one this week. There are things we can do to be involved in building a company or building a business. But for some reason, when we talk about money and we talk about legacy, so often we postpone building legacy with our wealth until after we're no longer here. And then the legacy is supposed to be wherever we leave our money. What we want to do with our clients is help you as a family to write your family wealth purpose statement, to understand that you were put here for more than just success, but to have significance, to have an impact on the world around you, to change the world, and to use your blessings to be a part of doing that so that you have significance. And so in the legacy box, we want to come along beside people in their wealth, and we want to help them understand how to structure their finances, how to structure their estate so that they can give more, not only when they pass, but also right now while they're alive. How do we take advantage of the tax codes and the generosity that our government actually gives us when it comes to being charitable? We also don't want to just look at the wealth part. We want to help them to have great succession planning in place so that they can plan out how they're going to give their company or pass their company or their business along to have the maximum value beyond their years that they can have. In short, what we want to do is we want to help you. We want to help clients to build a legacy so that they can extend the impact of their life, not only in years, but also in scope while they're here. There may not be a better day to be posting this than standing here talking to you on Good Friday. Good Friday is a day about legacy. It's a day about making decisions, laying oneself down, and making sacrifices for the betterment of the entire world. We hope that you'll join that kind of thinking and how you live your whole life, including your wealth. And if you need any help along the way, we'd love to journey with you to have the maximum impact that you can have. Until then, have a blessed Easter weekend, and God bless.